Oh, and there's the beast quests. Start the beast quests. Have a look at them. I don't think I'll do the dailies today. We'll do the, if there's any, I think there's some precursor quests. I think it's Peace with Thanalan is the first one. The Amalja? Yeah. We also have to check what the, they did tell us there was an unlock something for the 2.2 story. I don't know what that is. It's, can I purchase a promotion? What about... The current rank is Flame Private 2nd class. If you wish to become Flame Private 1st class, you must fulfill the following. Pay monies. I mean, no, I still think that's bad, right? Congratulations, you've signed up for the military. My dad's super rich. I would like to be general. Okay then. Peace for Thanalan. Swift has an involved assignment for a veteran adventurer. Yours is a welcome face, Panztastic. I wonder if he'd call me something different if I was no longer private. I have a task for you which one of your impeccable record will be well suited, and perhaps campaign would be a more fitting description, given the sheer commitment this mission demands. As you are well aware, the inhabitants of Thanalan have long suffered the hostilities of the Amalja. The lizard men have been quiet for a time, chastened by your victory over the primal Ifrit, but once again the beastmen stir. There has been resurgence in kidnappings and in greater numbers than before. Matters have grown so far out of hand that local garrisons have petitioned us for reinforcements. This is why I wish to lead an extended action against the Amalja and put stop to these raids. Report to Commander Giselbert, head of security at Little Alamigo, and he will brief you on the details of your duty. Okay then. Commander Swift has said he'd assign someone to assist with our growing beastmen problem. Glad to see the urgency of our situation is being taken seriously. Now, as I'm sure the commander explained, the Amalja activity in the region has grown almost frenzied. Seems like the lizardmen are determined to carry off every peddler and traveller that tries to pass through the southern Thanalan. I'm not speaking of furtive nighttime raids here. Bastards striking in full daylight, even against escorted merchant caravans. We've heard reports of raids as far as the Sagalai Desert. So it's not a simple matter of increasing patrols on the roads into Little Alamigo. We must mount a decisive response, and soon. Next time the Amalja appear, I want you ready to send them howling back into the desert. Not long before you arrived, in fact, our scouts reported a merchant resting in plain view on one of the trade routes. Make haste to the location I've marked on your map, and see that the fool isn't taken by a raiding party. The fool! Alright, we can do that. Yeah, I mean, I get heaps of Monster Hunter vibes here. Hey, Baby Tech, how you doing? I think it's just the music whenever you mount up, the fact that we're riding a Choco. The game music. It's good, isn't it? Where's the dude? Wait for them. Oh, wait at destination. Not actual wait. Click on button to do video gamerized wait. What's been happening, Baby Tech? Getting ready for, I guess the holidays are here. Getting ready for the holiday. Is he sleeping? Is he drunk? Oh, the trap is set. Stupid lizardmen, take the bait. Yeah, everything's going well. Overconfident fools. You think your raids are here go unnoticed? Ashmir Amalja. What treachery is this? You are a Brotherhood of Ash. We are. Though we number but few, we shall be your death this day. You had the best inappropriate name, but you lost it because someone reported it, but you got it back. Alright, you gotta tell me what the name was. Traitorous heathens, your victory will come at a price. Oh, hello. I think we got a new love interest. Attacking men when the enemy's back is turned, your ancestors would turn in their graves. Soldier's life is one of peril, and the first rule of war is to understand the mind of your enemy as well as your own. Your presence is noted here, adventurer, but this is our battle. You need not become involved. Well, the stage is yours, Baby Tech. I am Hamuj Gar, and I lead the Brotherhood of Ash. We are what remain now that the all-consuming flames have reduced the rest of my people to unthinking zealots. Interest me, child of Eorzea. Be it fortune or fate, I would not ignore the forces that sought to bring us together. I extend to you an invitation to join us at the Ring of Ash. Your friends and you have always tried to get as close to being banned for our names in MMOs. It was like a competition. Bonus points if you could use every space they gave you. As in every character. You found the perfect combination of innocuous words that entirely took up the amount of letters you could have. It was Gargle Mouth White Load. Okay. Alright. See, in WoW, if you got the full fishing achievement, you could have been Salty Gargle Mouth White Load. You had a friend who was Salty Jis. I had a Draenei Shaman. I was Salty Goat Box. I had a mate, I have to ask him. He was, he had an appropriate title, but I can't remember what it was. But his character's name was Rug Muncher, a female blood elf paladin. Alright, so someone reported Garglemouth Whiteload. You said something smart, and they reported you for your name. But like a year later, you picked it back up and had a forced server move. Name change. They never add to the list of no names. So, that's interesting that it gives you... So why did it give you a forced server move? Like you created a new character, or you just rechanged the name? They changed servers and had to pick a new one. Someone had your name already. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't stand out. Like, it's obviously we understand the what it stands for, but it doesn't like strike you in the face with obscenities. Welcome to the Ring of Ash, adventurer. This place serves as home for our humble gathering of soldiers. My brothers and I ever seek to hone our martial prowess and honor the blood of our ancestors. We keep to the old ways of the desert nomad, of the warrior. To those who are worthy, we show the proper respect regardless of origin. Your aura, it carries the reek of brimstone. Would you be one of the champions said to have laid low the Lord of Inferno? And I would have you understand the curse that has befallen our fanatic brethren. They have forgotten the code that governs our people, the glory that comes with a warrior's death. They spirit away the weak and the feeble, and offer them up in exchange for the barbed blessings of a hoary god. Day after day I witness the shameful acts of my kin. The honor of the Amajal is a faded, paltry thing, no longer driven by righteous fortunes of battle. It is these kidnappings that most stoke the flames of my fury, and the victims often bear no arms at all. What triumph can be found in such cowardly attacks? We are hunters, my brothers and I, and the fallen Amaljar, who huddle in Zanrak, our prey. If you share my outrage, then I bid you join us in our kin war. No, I will not accept this pretender. Oh. No, I will not accept this pretender. You claim to be one of the heroes that fell to Frit. I've cut down a dozen men who boasted that feat. More likely you slew a guttering fire sprite and convinced yourself as the king of Seventh Hell. Fine. If you would like to die, you can test my mettle. Did not ask for your counsel, Loon Gar. I and I alone make this decision for the Brotherhood. And you better not stray into the path of my arrows, adventurer. We have too many enemies for me to waste ammunition on puffed-up heroes like you. Forgive this interruption. I shall vouch for the authenticity of your claim. Only one who has faced and defeated Ifrit could have the scent that you do. Past glories, however, will not impress my soldiers. Prove yourself through your actions, and you might find your reception here improved. Our foes are the Amaljar of Zanrak. We shall break the fangs that feast on the helpless. Our target is clear, and our resolve unshakable. We've now unlocked dailies at, let's see. Hamujgar, war leader of the Brotherhood of Ash, wishes to unleash you upon his craven brethren. Yeah. So you still playing Final Fantasy, Baby Tech? We, the Amaljar, were once simple nomads who roamed the vast plains of our Palgulfban. Any sought to impede our path, we relished the challenge to our skill at arms. Yeah, they're easy to spend a lot of time in. For as long as our people have existed, it has been the tradition for aging warriors to make the pilgrimage to the Holy Land of Zanrak, and there confront the spectre of death. It is an honor to cast one's time-tempered soul into sacred flames and return one's body to ash. Although it's easy to spend a lot of time in video games in general, and $15 a month for a subscription game tends to be a lot cheaper than a title every other week. But these craven whelps of Zaharak quaver before death's inevitability. They seek not to fortify their spirits, instead groveling before the deity for the strength they do not deserve. I have not the words to express my disgust for the manner of this groveling, this subjugation of the meek by contemptuous weaklings. The subjugation of the meek by contemptuous weaklings. Nice. The path to true greatness lies only in conquering those greater than oneself, and in doing attaining mastery over one's own failings. War leader, there is trouble. The Flame Fangs have scented fresh prey. We must sound the call to arms. It seems you shall have the chance to prove your talents, adventurer. Show the Brotherhood your unbending steel. Lungar. Your wish, war leader? This warrior is known by the name Lungar. Though her form may be Mikote, her soul harbors a raging blaze to match that of any Amaljar soldier. We of the Brotherhood know only the struggle for martial perfection, tribe, clan, gender. These details matter not. Lungar, you will accompany our newest ally into battle. What? Why choose me for this task? Surely there are others more fitting? Some hatchling in training, perhaps? Enough! I grow weary of your insolence. Shall I have my blade answer your mewling? No, war leader. It shall be as you command. Now we shall see for your charlatan you are. Meet me at this spot on your map. I pray your screams are short-lived. Do you want to meet the steel of my blade? Put you in your place. Makotes, huh? And games of MMO is always giant scheduling. Who gets loot fest? Everyone trying to play them as a single player. Yeah. I have a feeling that I probably won't do the hardcore guildy thing in it. Well, I definitely won't do the hardcore guildy thing in this. It's more likely going to be do the random dungeon finder and be fine with that. Everything seems fairly casual enough that you get through the stuff quickly, so it shouldn't take the same amount of time. To the point that I don't think endgame loot... I'd be surprised if endgame loot even matters. You know, if you get pieces or not, whatever. Once you've beaten everything, seen all the content, then come back next month. Which is good, because then it still leaves sort of time to play other games. Although I do usually enjoy the difficulty involved in, you know, struggling through and having to actually do proper gear up. You know, grinding up a reputation to get one piece, or farming a dungeon to get a different piece. Yeah, actually having to put effort in. There you go, dude. I've killed them all before... I don't know. Nice of you to join us, Lungar. Phew, you made short work of those raiders. I don't know who you are or where you came from, but you have my thanks. Oh, skipped a line. Oh well. I have to hire a guard or two for next time I pass through here. Damn beastmen. Sellsword wages do so eat into a man's profits. Hey, Derpy Birdie. How you doing? Expect you to die here. Come now, we return to the Ring of Ash. This cat lady's got some issues. Twitch, give me my frames. More people in the raid, more people dying by setting fire. Yeah, in standard MMOs, that's true. But like I said, I've yet to see anything more than a very casual offering of dungeons in this. I've been told the later stuff is harder, but I would assume that that's because they hope that after X amount of 100 hours in the game, people sort of get some sort of skill and or ability. But although that usually comes with X many 100 hours of actually being forced to get better, it's really been more of a interactive story more than anything that has challenging gameplay. But it doesn't, like, the story's been amazing, so it's worth it. You are no hatchling in battle. That much is obvious. But do not think me so easily impressed. It was yet a question of your resolve. You'd say the dungeons only get hard around level 81 to 90? Probably. The Brotherhood of Ash is a conclave of elite warriors under the command of Hamujgar, who wage war of attrition against the zealots of Zanrak. Those fallen Amuljar build altars and pitch camps wherever they please, convincing themselves they are the masters of the Holy Land. Must feel brave indeed to challenge none but the weak and undefended. Yeah, you could at least... I think you can activate it again. I'm pretty sure they're allowing... currently it's off the shelves, but if you had an active one, you might be able to renew or reactivate a subscription. You'll have to check that out, though. Can't confirm. Recall the raiders you but recently faced. They were members of the Flame Fangs, faction among Zanrak Amuljar that more than any other delights in kidnappings. Naturally, they also draw out the most ire of the Brotherhood. It is our mission to see their ambitions grounded to dust and their leaders slain. Indeed, it is the duty of all who would call themselves true Amuljar warriors. And now a warning, do not seek to meddle too deeply in our affairs. This war is not some distraction to be dabbled by outsiders such as you. You think my words unconvincing? You think that I too am no Amuljar? To seven hells with what you think. Go make your report to Hamujgar before he has to find himself a new pet adventurer. You're referring to yourself as a pet because you're a cat, right? I mean, okay, a pet, marginally, sure. It's, you know, it's like Z tier pet, but, you know, still pet nonetheless. Honored ally, news of your battle has spread through the camp. By all accounts, you fought with uncanny ability. None may now doubt that yours was the hand that slew a raging god. Oh, you got a week off? Well, that's 2 weeks. No, that's a week. Brain. Yeah, you'll need something to sloth away with. Video games. I mean, I play a lot of video games anyway, but I do have fond memories of, you know, multiple days just zombified in front of my computer because, like, that was the best use of my time on holiday period. It's good times. If our cause rings true in your heart, then I would further welcome your aid. Will you unleash your fury alongside the soldiers of the Brotherhood? Yes. You're playing Forza 4. The announcer's terrible. Have you tried the new one? I have no idea if it's any better. Cannot join my cause, yours. I will. Let the zealots fear our coming. Endwalker was amazing. Oh, good. I'll get there eventually. Well said. Yours is a true warrior's heart. We may differ in many ways. The foe we would topple is the same. Let us vow death to the Flame Fangs. Theirs is a fire that cannot be suffered to burn. Yeah, I can't do that because I'm on a free trial, so they don't give me one. Quest complete. Garglemouth White Load. I don't know, man. You didn't play dress up with the glamours enough to make her worthy of Garglemouth Whiteload. Although, now she should be a bunny. That would be even better. I have achieved neutral reputation with the Brotherhood of Ash. Muljar Beast Tribe quest can be done. Furthermore, you may now purchase wares from the Brotherhood of Ash vendor. The Beast Tribes of Eorzea are beset with myriad problems. By helping each tribe resolve its issues through Beast Tribe quests, you can improve your reputation among its members. I don't know when they brought them in. Quests that are available change on a daily basis, and you can accept up to 12 in a single day. However, you cannot accept a new quest while the previous day's is still in progress. View reputation among the Beast Tribes. Select reputation from the character menu. By winning the trust of the Beastmen, not only will you gain an insight into their lives, you'll also be initiated into their mysteries. Reputations. Character. Look at that. Neutral. Okay, well, I can do the Beastmen dailies while we're here, I guess. I don't know if I want to right now. Okay, dailies have a, yeah, like a, yeah, a circle of arrows. That makes sense, because you can redo them next time. Looks like he's the only one that offers them. Oh, sorry, Birdie. I don't know if I can allow it. I don't have a thing that'll... Oh, there we go. I wonder if this will work it. See if that works. I think that's something that... No, it doesn't. Yeah, it's something that's available on the thing, but I think it has to actually link to a bot. Sorry, I can't help you with that. I put in the block when we still get heaps of follow bots come through. And currently only lets the VIPs, mods, and things go. I wonder if I could make it a command and then get my bot to say, here it is. Okay, so he's got 3. Will he have 3 more if I do these and come back? Let's find out. I want to see what sort of stuff we get for these quests. A sappy ending. Yeah, why not? That sounds pretty good. Fibub Gar seeks to aid replenishes the Brotherhood's stock of healing salves. We of the Brotherhood of Ash are proud soldiers all, but even the greatest soldier can starve without sustenance or be crippled by injury. We bear our battle wounds as badges of honours, but a festering cut can take one's life as surely as the blade of one's foe. True warrior neglects not the arts of healing. My task for you, honoured ally, is simple yet needful. Gather from the desert plants of Zanrak the rejuvenating sap we use to salve our... Though our foes make no use of such remedies, they will nonetheless be loath to relinquish to you. Have a care you do not sustain such injuries that you fail to return. Yeah, that would be bad. Okay, so I can get 3 at a time at least. The madness of our Zakari kin knows no bounds. Seeking to swell the numbers of tempered, they prey upon the ranges of forgotten springs with ever greater frequency. They bring shame upon the Amalja. With every new servant bound to a Fritz will, we are honour bound to rescue these unfortunate Makote before the ritual of tempering is begun. Hated Flamefangs will pay in blood for these transgressions. I bid you make swift passage into Zanrak and unleash righteous wrath upon their ranks. Seek out the ones known as Ravagers. These soldiers hold the keys you will need to free captives from their cages. Go now, put an end to this insanity. Luring Lakovi. For we, Amuljar Zanrak is more than merely dust and rock. It is sacred ground. Preservation of this holy land is our duty and our privilege. One of the greatest threats to its delicate balance are the voracious bronze tortoises. These insatiable creatures wander as their appetite leads them, feeding without surcease. Slaughtering them brings little respite, for they multiply at a seemingly unnatural pace. No honoured ally would have you dispatch their matriarch, the mighty Lakovi. It is she that spawns her shell-backed children in such uncontrollable numbers. To draw out the mother, however, must first endanger her offspring, slay the lesser tortoises, and the matriarch will soon appear. With her crushing weight and snapping jaws, you will find Lakovi a worthy adversary. That sounds like Mrs. Panz has mystery snails in the fish tanks. Oh, look at them all down there. They look like garden snails, not like aquatic snails. They're a little bit more fancy than garden snails, right? And they're not the stupid little snails that you end up getting with the like cone-shaped spirals. These are like proper, almost spherical shells. Lawn bowl, slightly squashed. And there's a proper like breeding chart for the type of shell you want to get and the color of the snail flesh. There's like light and dark. They call it the foot, light foot and dark foot, whether they're white or purple fleshed. Mystery snail. Hey pup, how you doing? Yeah, and and there's different shell colors. So a light foot with a magenta shell will have like, and in between the spirals, there's like a gap in the coloring. So there'll be a light foot, which are like, you can get different shades of light foot. They go from like a pristine white through to like a muddy cream. So you get like a nice white one with a magenta shell, and it'll be slightly pinkish with this white stripe along the spiral. But if you have a really dark foot, like a nice purpley dark foot, it'll just be a rich, deep magenta with no line at all. Like you can't see the line. So, and then there's other color shells and stuff. But yeah, it sounds like these tortoises, they breed at an unnatural rate. Granted, they drop lots of, like they do it like an egg type thing. But the ladies, they constantly will have 5 or 6 males literally attached to them. So they'll put like just on the shell, the foot of the snail, the bit they crawl on will be just suctioned onto the side of a shell, and there'll be another male on that one. Sometimes there'll be a male on a male one trying to bypass, like, and they've got these tentacle things that's their bits. And the idea is they've got to try and get it up inside the shell of and they're, it's like a free-for-all. These poor ladies just, they're just moving around the tank trying to shake them off. Just spitting out babies all the time though. But when you put when the fresh thing of broccoli stem goes in the tank, it's kind of cool seeing all these different coloured snail shells, like trying to get a piece. There you go. Daily grind quests leading into fun facts about Pan's real life. I don't want to be doing this guy. No. Doing something with the cactus, I think. You saw a close-up of their mouths. Nightmare material right there. What, of a snail? Process for registering for 1 month subscription and immediately cancelling and removing your payment method so you don't forget. The wait to 6 months is complete. I honestly think... I think, I don't know if it's available where you are, but I know it definitely made a huge increase back in the day to many MMOs. I think Blizzard made a huge... I think they did a presentation on it somewhere. Of one-off purchase of game time. Obviously for people that don't want to go through the subscription model. But there was something on there of why it can't be... They gave reasons as to why they couldn't have it, you know, in the same spot, like where you sign up, and they couldn't just have a purchase. It was something to do at that time about the different rules of what was available for to be a credit card merchant. I don't know what it's like now because I always had a regular subscription. But they basically had to have someone else be the merchant for the game cards. Because it was back then, and like I said, I don't know if it's any different now, but back then it was deemed as a different type of transaction. And that went against what they were able to originally have as credit card merchant options. I believe there was something to do with, like, controlling chargebacks as well was part of it. So basically you would buy the game card from the time card, which was worth 30 days or 60 days, I think might have been the minimum one on a, on like a prepaid. You would buy that from someone else, whether it be a game store, or a department store or somewhere else, or you could purchase it from an online vendor, but it wasn't Blizzard back then. And then that would give you the number. That would add playtime to the account. But it meant that Blizzard had to supply that card to someone else, like a good, and that, and then that retailer would have a markup. But they needed to control the markup, so the final sale price was, what they wanted it to be, which meant they had to provide it for less. So because you get a middleman in there, obviously they get less money. Hey, Khan, how you doing, man? So it's kind of a weird situation. But they said even with I remember the thing saying, even though with the less money they make off that versus someone paying the subscription fee directly, because the end result to the customer was the same, $15 subscription or $30 for 60 days gameplay. It's the same. But they made less off the gameplay one, but the volumes that they sold were much higher because people didn't... Well, plus you could pay cash at the store. You didn't need a credit card if you were in your local video game store. But there was less apprehension to use your credit card to buy a like a one-time sort of code for 60 days than there was to put it into a video game company's thing for a monthly renewal. All right, but now they're here. Oh, that's cool, man. Thanks. When does the new job start? And what is the predictive implications on your stream visitation times? Monday. I think Monday here is a public holiday. Work from home with no customer interaction. Oh, nice. Well, as long as I don't distract you and you get in trouble for not getting work done. Yeah, we've got this weird thing where... And it's very divided, but a lot of holidays here, they'll transfer the holiday over to the next Monday to Friday day. Weekday, I guess, then. That's the term that's used for that. And in some instances, it kind of makes sense, but we have... so people complained about some of the holidays, and one of them is very divisive amongst people on whether it should be or not. Like we have Anzac Day, which is remembering the Australian New Zealand Army Corps, people that fought in the wars and whatnot. I think originally it was just the D-Day landing, but then sort of progressed after that to be more. And people complained when it was on a weekend that they didn't get a day off work. It's like, you don't need a day off work. The reason that you have the day off is because there's a dawn service. So people get up early and go out to where the dawn services are, and that goes through, and then there's other services throughout the day that, people want to attend with family that have been service members. Like I used to go to one with my pop because he served in World War II. So it was, it was good. Like all the family was together for that. And it was a remembrance thing. We have a Remembrance Day as well, but this is a different one. And we didn't need to have Saturday or Sunday off. Like it didn't need to be a public holiday because you could just go do that thing. You could do it. But even more so than as more places became open over the weekends as I was growing up. Like a lot of places were shut on the weekend when I was growing up. It'd only be like hardware stores, and on Sunday trade was only came in where I live now, maybe a decade ago. Like the only things that were allowed to be open on Sundays were like chemists for a very short time, garden centers and hardware stores, which was weird. Oh, and it was a weird rule with one of them. Like garden centers could be open earlier than hardware. So it meant they could sell shovels but not spades, or the other way around, because one's considered a garden tool and one's a construction tool. It's weird. But anyway, we've done the 3 quests. Oh, I can cast that from my thing. That's cool. But yeah, as businesses started trading on weekends, then it became sort of important for them to have, that be a recognised public holiday. Because it would kind of incentivize them to close, because you'd have, penalty rates you'd have to pay workers if you want to be open on those days. But people complained. They kicked up a huge stink because, I don't get to have my Anzac Day off. It's like, you're going to go to the dawn service? No, I just deserve to have it off. It's like, well, if you don't actually if you don't celebrate it, and I guess you probably have that in other countries with religious holidays that are considered days off. It'd be like saying, well, you're not part of that religion, you don't get that day off. It's like, well, if it's a public holiday for all, then it's a public holiday for all. So whether you celebrate it or not. But if you don't celebrate it, what right do you have to say that because it fell on a Saturday, the holiday should move to a Monday? Right, they don't do any of the services on the Monday. People are like, I give up my weekend to go to the service. I should still get my weekends. Like, that's crazy. Like, but it went through and a lot of, so now I think pretty much all the holidays that fall on a Saturday or Sunday, the next Monday is the public holiday for it. And quite a lot of them, what really sucks is then any service workers that are working on the actual day, they don't get the penalty rate for it on that day because the paid penalty rate day is now on the Monday. Kind of dumb. Welcome, honoured ally. Have you the sap we require? I do. How much rep do you get? Yes, this will allow our wounded to return to the front lines of battle where a glorious death awaits. No true warrior wishes to wither away on a sickbed. A sappy ending. We get Umbral Relations 10. Some venture coins. What are these venture coins? I haven't really looked at the Tomestone of Poetics, but I know they get traded for items. And this is the rep. Maybe this is the currency. Is this going to be venture? Reputation. Makote, our captive no longer. Truly you safeguard our honour with your every deed. It is well the fates saw it fit to send us such an accomplished warrior. With every victory we come closer to restoring the heritage that was lost. Stay with us, honoured ally. You'll be repaid for the glory you win in our name. With the death of Lakovia, you have slain a great threat to our Holy Land. It should be many years before another tortoise attains her size and claims the matriarch's name. Or maybe even tomorrow, when we get you to kill her again. But we must now not grow complacent. The sky fires that seared the realm have shaken the foundations of all that we knew to be true. Alright, reputation has risen by 10 3 times, which is 30, last time I checked. And we have a reputation of 150 required to get to the next one. So 5 days for the first level up, it's not bad. It did say you can do 12 of these quests per day, but he's only got 3. So unless that's 12 reputation quests in total, can anyone confirm this? Or if when you get to higher reputations, do they offer more quests? Either way, they're not too shabby. I didn't mind those. And what we might do is unlock the other beastmen and do their quests. And that should fill out this session, then it'll be tea time. I like tea time. You have a lot of thoughts about how the US handles holidays, specifically that it's very Christian-centric. Yeah, it's kind of weird though. Like, it kind of makes sense by the fact that, and it might change, but I think that's the problem, is that a lot of countries don't change their holidays as their culture changes, but most countries have holidays based around their base populations, where it came from. So history and stuff, because you celebrate your own holidays. You know, and it's kind of the expectation was, and probably will be forever, that if you go to another country, you're going to accept that you need to go, have their holidays. You might have, most modern countries will understand that if you have a family tradition, whether it be religious or if you came from a different country and you need to pull kids out of school for a day or two, you can double your quest amount if you rank up that day. Oh yeah, okay, nice. But that's why most of the American holidays will be Christian, because it's well governed by it probably as well. The government sets the holidays, so it would have been who got voted in. But who gets voted in is also based on, well, ideally, who gets voted in is based off a democratic process that would usually favour the largest amount of people that are under your control. We're not going to get into the finer things of politics to work out if that's what actually happens or not. But it makes sense when it's thought about that way. What's the next one we have? Beastmen. The Sylph. Seeking Solace. Vorsail H in New Gridania. In Australia, do I call our holidays furlough then? Is that I'm guessing that's a prisoner's term? Because of prison, yes. No, we don't call it furlough. Because no prisoners' rights, so they wouldn't have been included in the process of determining what holidays got deemed. With Daniel. I don't even think, it's kind of weird. I know the different states have the Queen's birthday on a different day. Neither of the two are actually the Queen's birthday. Seeking Solace was the one I'm after? Yes. Okay. Apparently I have to walk there myself. Ridiculous. Hello. Commander for Sale seeks capable adventurer for a most daunting assignment. Now here is the man who inspires confidence. It heartens me to see you stride into Adder's Nest today, for I have a task of considerable breadth and even greater import. A task that calls out for a competent adventurer. Oh. Oh wait, that's me. Allows me to elaborate. In recent weeks, my eye has been drawn to unusual movements among the sylphs, those charming yet troublesome beastmen with whom we share our forest home. In hopes of shedding light on their intentions, be they malicious or benign, I dispatch a young researcher to Little Solace to investigate further. The fellow goes by the name of Voice. Mayhap you have heard of him. It would seem he is rather accomplished in his field. He set out a fortnight ago and has been sending regular reports ever since. That is until some 3 days past. Though he was quick to assure me that his prodigious intellect and survival skills would ensure his safety, I cannot help but fear he has come to harm. Such is my request to you. Travel to Little Solace and inquire to the well-being of our man. Seek out the Sylph Olmskio, who has oft acted as an intermediary between our peoples. Now go in safety and in haste. The forest holds many dangers, these days more than ever. I was going to say something, and then it completely went out of my thoughts. Now I can't promise it was going to be anything entertaining that you missed out on, but it was something. Dwell on that. Walking one walks with strength and purpose, yes, but this one is a busy one. State one's case and state it quickly. Pan's brain, blue screen of death, yeah, I think I actually smell something, a little smoke forming and stuff. Scholar, walking one is looking for smart one, yes. This one knows no smart one. This one does know bumbling, stumbling one, but what business would anyone have with that one? Stumbling one's whereabouts? Why, right over... Oh, where did that one bumble off to? Bumbling one likes to stumble off to see Elder One. Stumbling one is always bothering Elder One with silly questions. Bothersome one's blathering makes less sense than babbling brook, this one thinks. Awesome. What's the standard question? What games are we looking for? I think the next one we're streaming is going to be Monster Hunter Rise on PC. Brave One returns to these ones. This one is honoured. World of Brave One's deeds comes often to little solace. These ones are honoured to call Brave One friend. Brave One is searching for Scholarly One. Brave One cannot possibly mean that one. This one has met many walking ones, and that one has the wits of a wing rat. Oh, Frixio, be nice. 3 days ago, Witless One stumbled off to Sylphlands, babbling about research. This one knows little of research, but this one does know that Sylphlands are no place for walking ones, and witless walking ones that much of the less. Yes, these ones' ancient home is now the domain of touched ones, and those ones mean danger for these ones and walking ones alike. This one tried to stop Witless One, but Witless One ears are stuffed with beeswax. Hey Camuxio, how you doing? Eorzea is no longer with these ones. I know, it's sad. But this one does not weep. Eorzea has returned to the forest whence all ones are born. For every end there is a beginning, and the cycle begins anew. Walking One will forever have this one's gratitude for bringing Eorzea home. You hug the air? No, I hug Camuxio. Here we go. Oh, Eorzea. So Adam Sims comforted me in Discord, letting me know that it gets much worse and there'll be much more tears. Where's Olmuxio? Oh, up there probably. Speak with Ompsio. Bumbling One set off for the Sylphlands. Bumbling One is even dumber than this one thought. Touched ones will greet Bumbling One with boom and sizzle. Then Bumbling One will be Crispy One. This one thinks it's for the best. These ones will have one less worry. Walking One would go in search of that one. This one is confused. Take this one's word. That one is not worth the trouble. Walking One is certain. Sigh. Then this one will not stand in Walking One's way, but heed this one's warning. Be wary, or dead ones will number 2. I won't be a dead one, Ompsio. Ompsio is perplexed by your concern for the hapless scholar. Walking One will truly go in search of Bumbling One? This one thought Walking One was making joke, like the time this one stole Bumbling One's undergarments. This one does not understand what Walking One is thinking. This one would leave Bumbling One to Bumbling One's own. But oh well, each to one's own. Each to one's own. This one saw Bumbling One stumble off towards Larkscore. Between this place and Touched One's home, Bumbling One is probably there shivering in stockings. If Bumbling One found stockings anyway, which this one doubts. Be warned, Walking One, the trees have eyes, and report to Touched Ones. Walking One should not rush too quickly to Bumbling One's aid, lest Walking One fall into nasty trap. Alright, go to Lark's Call and survey the area from specified location. Oh, he's been catched by the Touched Ones. Walking One scribbles letters. Maybe Walking One is Smart One that everyone was talking about. Smart One, huh? Smart One would not stumble so stupidly into these one's domain. Someone help me! They'll eat me alive! He really is stupid. Just stupid one. These ones have no need for eating, or did stupid one not read that in stupid one's paper stacks? Stupid one is even stupider than this one thought. Am I going to take any days off? No, I'll be here every day. Now answer... I might be inebriated on one of the days. Now answer this one. Stupid one tries to sneak onto these one's home and kidnap chosen one's podling, yes? Stupid one will confess, or stupid one will be shocky sizzly one. The chosen one... podlings, what a... Haha. Did this one know it, or did this one know it? But this one... I was just repeating what you... Silence! This one here's sneaking one. What one goes there? This one knows boss one. This one has seen walking one in little solace. Walking one is strong, not like stupid one. Bah, this one will deal with stupid one another day. Let these ones be off. Alright, dude. Oh, friend, how can I ever repay you? Why, I thought I was a goner for sure. Whatever you dispose got into those sylphs. The bestiaries described them as such a carefree, fun-loving folk, and my rather limited first-hand experience has been the same. But do tell, to whom do I owe this debt of gratitude? An adventurer dispatched by the order of the Twin Adder on behalf of little old me, you say? Ah, bless the commander, always looking out for his charge. I'd like nothing more than to continue this... Whoops. Click heavy. I'm pretty sure he said I'll meet you at Little Solace. Alright, voice. Speak. Oh, hello. I say it's good to see you in one piece, friend. Oh, but where are my manners? I've not even properly introduced myself. Oh, really? Nice. What does he play? Voice, Gridania's foremost scholar of Sylphic customs and law, at your service. Well, at least that's what I told the commander when I volunteered for this mission. Just between you and me, I'm actually rather new to the field. But I've long been fascinated by cute little critters, and I thought this the perfect opportunity to make a name for myself. Which reminds me, I was just thumbing through one of the tomes I borrowed from Stillglade Fane when I came across the particularly fascinating passage of legendary Sylph who's said to possess such power that she controls the very fate of her people. Now I realize this might sound crazy, but I couldn't help but wonder if this might be the self-same Chosen One. That frightful Sylph was... Chosen One, yes. Well, does this one know the legend? Oh, nice. Chosen One, the one who embodies the spirit of all trees that have ever lived or ever will live in these ones' forest. Once every 1,000 years does Chosen One sprout forth to lead these ones into new era before returning to slumber, birth and rebirth, such is the cycle of these ones' civilization. 1,000 years, eh? So if the last recorded sighting of the Chosen One was... Yes, that would mean the next rebirth would occur in just give me a moment now. Yes, carry the one, and... Elder One, could it be that the rebirth of the Chosen One is nigh and Touch Ones are plotting something? Well, I believe our Sylph friend here has the right of it. This one does not like this at all. Something must be done. Yes, something. Something indeed must be done, and yet many questions of import remain to be answered, such as, where might we find this Chosen One, and what is the true nature of the power she holds? And most importantly of all, Where, pray tell, did I misplace my underclothes? I know not if this is related to the coming of the Chosen One, but the 12's is terribly chilly these days. But regardless, I swear now that I shall remain in little solace until these mysteries are unravelled. 'Twas not by dumb luck that I was chosen for this task. No, the esteemed leaders of my nation knew that... No, they knew that... My head is rather cold, isn't it? If you'll allow me a moment's respite. What an idiot. This one's worried. If Chosen One falls into the hands of Touched Ones, it could mean the end for these ones. This one must see to the safety of Little Solace. The search for Chosen One would trust to Walking One. Coughing One spouts big words, but has no strength to save these ones. This can be seen by anyone. And so this one turns to Walking One. Will Walking One help these ones? You can count me on this one. Thank you, Walking One. Walking One is true friend to these ones. This one will not forget Friendly One's kindness. Dailies available. You have achieved neutral reputation with the Source of Little Solace. Beast Tribe quests are now available from Tanaxia at Little Solace. From Tanaxia. Furthermore, you now purchase wares from Sylphic Vendor. I didn't check the vendor at the other place. Are you the vendor as well, Tanaxia? No, where's the vendor? Sylphic Vendor. Okay, let's see what you got. What's the gold leaf exchange? Yarns and stuff? I have not joined a fate. Promissory notes from each beast tribe can be exchanged for currency by speaking with their respective vendors at Calamity Salja. The amount of beastman currency you possess is shown in currency window. Oh, interesting. Undyed cotton cloth, undyed velveteen, sylphic silk, cotton yarn, linen, straw, and crow feather. They don't sound like very good items. Yeah, okay. Maybe you can keep your sylphic items. Gourd Grief. Sylphic Charlie Brown. Woe is this one. The peck of pumpkins that this one picked was purloined by a pack of pernicious ones. Or rather, this one dropped the sacks when startled by those ones. The flesh of ripened devil gourds produces a striking yellow dye for weaving. Without it, these ones' cloth will be reduced to dreary rags. This one dropped gourds in Lark's Call near Touched One's home. Walking One must hurry and collect gourds before Touched Ones carry them all away. Oh look, I'm gonna get credit for this. Tanaxia expects the Touched Ones are once again up to no good. The Touched Ones. This one is frightened. This one saw Touched Ones dancing strange dances and singing scary songs. This one knows not what scary ones are up to, but knows it is no good. Walking One must stop those ones. These ones will help. Mysterious One knows mysterious magics that will keep Walking One safe. Walking One should talk to Mysterious One. Okay, remember to talk to Mysterious One. Will this one never see this one's dear friends again? Walking One, listen, Touched One's played terrible trick. Tricked scary Gatemaws into swallowing this one's friends whole. Poor ones. Walking One must save poor ones before they become dinner ones. Sweet smell of sap will open Gatemaw's big mouth. Walking One, please save this one's friends from belly of trouble. That's a pretty awful prank. Speak with Mysterious Sylph in Lark's Call. Just at the entrance, okay. So we're going to collect an item and get some big enemy to open its mouth and rescue some not yet swallowed sylphs. I'm kind of down with that. Alright, Mysterious Sylph. Walking One will stop scary ones from working scary magics, yes. Walking One must steal Touched One's scent powders and sparkle beads. This one will make Walking One see through one. Keep Walking One safe. A sylphic incantation is about to render you transparent. Hurry and steal the touch sylph's hex bubbles before the magic is lifted. Through sylphic magics, you can become transparent and infiltrate enemy territory undetected. While in this state, a transparent icon will appear in your status bar. The time below the icon indicates the amount of time you have before it wears off. Certain points along your route extend the duration of transparency. Use them wisely to avoid detection. Be warned that you cannot perform any actions while transparent. Right. I wonder if incantation will expire in 35 seconds. If you become visible, you'll be unable to complete your task. Okay, fragrant balloons. I wonder if you can mount. I'm guessing no. Especially since I need stuff just here. Hey Zergos, you have proof that life hates you. Why is that? Scent and sparkle beads are gone. Uh-oh, this one is in trouble. The fridge is no longer working. Did you open it up and link it to a tent? Oh wow, I didn't have the time. As a makeshift air conditioner. And what's the plan? Are you thinking second-hand, barely working fridge as an interim? You don't use the fair most time you were a jump at 90% of the year? Oh, that's right. I know where you live. You don't get summer, do you? Slightly less cold winter. Plan is no fridge or find a new one. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good plan. Find a new one or find an old one? Complete. Kind of like this invisible collecting. What do I need here? Oh, thank you. Not for walking one. This one would have been compost for sure. Oh, cool. Now let me, This is funny. I like this. I did not let go of the thing. This one is all sticky. Phew, what a relief. Belly of Gatemore is stinky and smelly. This one suggests walking one stay away. Yeah, it doesn't sound like something I actively want to be doing. Oh, well, thank you. We're not for walking one. This one would have been compost for sure. I'm not going to make it to the thing. Oh. I mean, it's kind of cool that you could do the rest of the quest while transparent as well. Probably helps with not pulling some of these enemies. I remembered the flowers. I just had to do a lot, dude. Calm down. Should totally be allowed to sprint during this. Yeah, I think finding a fridge is better than not finding one. I think you should do that. You need money to find fridges? No. No. You're a step ahead of yourself. You need money to buy the fridge. You need to find a fridge first. I'd go with, you're on, some form of job seeker, program, yeah? I think there's, an allowance for, dang it. For what's deemed emergency, there's a term for it, where it's like obviously not life-threatening emergency, but, you know, being without fridge is pretty bad. Might be worthwhile to unfortunately, it does mean you'd need to get someone competent on the phone or down at the local centre. I'm trying not to laugh when I say that. It could be worth inquiring about it. Because there's a few different one-off payments you can get for various things. Gotta go that way. Alright. But yeah, being without fridge would definitely qualify for whatever that bracket of 1 is. Capricious Cassie. I mean, I'm interested in doing this, but especially since someone here is obviously they're doing it. More important, I want this ritual artifact. Scent patterns and sparkles are gone. Oh, this one is in trouble. I got a thing for doing a thing. Filling plumage of fledgling phoenix. Medicine. Oh. Wait. When placed on the body of one who is incapacitated, will instantly revive the person. Cannot be used during battle. Isn't that the whole point? Alright, Tanaxia. Gourd grief. There were 5 sacks of gourds, yes? Please tell this one you found them all. I did. This one's gourds. Walking one is such a strong and helpful one. Nothing like another walking one this one knows. This one cannot believe these two are both walking ones. This one will weave beautiful dress and helpful one someday. Or helpful one someday. But today this one is busy. Walking one returns. Did walking one steal scent powders and sparkle beads from touched ones? Walking one did. Oh, no more magic for touched ones, teehee. This one wishes one could see one look on one touched one's face. Walking one's is friend to these ones once more. This one's friends are safe. How can this one ever thank walking one? When walking one first came, this one saw only new target for tricks. Now this one sees a true friend. Okay, and that's the sylphs. Hey, Zergos. Looking at the patch 2.1 stuff. I did the main story, I did the side story. Ooh, Labyrinth of Ancient needs to get done. First chapter of the Crystal Tower story and raid quests. Ooh, okay. I've done Pharos Sirius. How is the Copperbell Mines hard and Hawk Manor hard play out? Are they hard? Did the Sylphs and Amalja. Treasure hunt is just something. Is there anything specifically we can do to find treasure hunt? Oh, you got to gather and stuff. Not ready to gather. And there's also the Minstrel's Ballad. Let's have a look at that. But now it is the perfect time for tea time. We'll come back, we'll have maybe some more 2.1 content. Unless the stuff that's all available is not good, and then in which case if we can move to 2.2. But I think I definitely want to check out this Crystal Palace thingy.